work on this. Young Jay.
Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. It's so sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. It's so sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. I can picture me telling my little bro that it's twisting time. And searching frantic till I find my lighter just in time to pass it out so he can fire up and super sticky. So we can start the process off and get super lifted. I highly doubt that we can help but me eye to eye. Right now I'm out of reach. Meet me at open skies.
Yeah, I'm golden. One more time for my people. I'm back for my people. I guess you could call it a secret, but I'm higher than the equal. Fuck it. Say fuck it, I'm going in.
Look like it's snowing in. One more, last one. I promise, man. What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. WNBA Talk with Jay. We back. It was an Olympic break, man. I'm ready for it. You see what I'm saying? I've been having my eye on some shit. There's some plays that I'm liking. I got there's 3 games today. I got 3 plays, man. Trying to go 3-0 one time for one time. Not really playing around. If everything goes right today, got to play for tomorrow. Got to play for Saturday as well, man. So I'm just hoping that everything goes as planned. You feel what I'm saying, man? Hope everybody out there is doing well, living life, you know what I'm saying, eating healthy, working out, exercising, man, all that good stuff, man. But I'm not here to waste your time. Y'all know how we do it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Join the channel as a member, all this stuff. Follow on Instagram, all that good stuff, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. But like I say, it's 3 games today, man. Let's get to it, bro. And there's a play today that nobody likes, and then nobody liked this shit. You see what I'm saying? But I like it, and I've been having my eyes on it. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get straight to it in this one, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's all about business here, my guys. Let's get straight to it. First game up. Let's go over to the streets of Minnesota in this one. Got the Lynx laying 8 points at the house versus the Mystics in this one. This line was at 10. It's been bet down to 8. Obviously, Shakira Austin was out for a while. Her and Brittany Sykes, and Carly Lou Samuelson as well. But we know that Brittany Sykes and Shakira Austin, they're the best 2 players on the team. Now, it's crazy enough, the Mystics have actually been balling regardless. Like they don't care. You see what I'm saying? They don't care if their players are out or not. They come to play. They play hard every single game. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why they have one of the worst records in the league. But their ATS record is crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like they're these guys still ball when it comes to covering the spread. You see what I'm saying? So I had the numbers. Let me see. So they're 16-8 against the spread, my guys. So that's I believe that's the best in the WNBA. They're only 6-19 straight up, but this team can cover some spreads, and I think that they will cover this spread today as well, my guys. Like I say, I mean the Lynx, in my opinion, I think they overachieved during the first 2/3 of the season. And this is a great team. You see what I'm saying? Even without Collier, they were playing well, but this team, a lot of these teams have had players that were going to the Olympics and stuff like that. You don't really know how they're going to come back, to be honest with you. But I do think that the Lynx somewhat overachieved. I do think there's going to be value on fading them with some of these bigger spreads, in my opinion. We know the Mystics. I mean, this team can play some defense with Shakira Austin. Their defense is a lot better as well. So this probably is going to be a defensive style type of game. Even though the total has come up just a tad, I still look at this as a defensive game. And saying that, I feel like the Mystics are going to cover this spread in this one, man. I even still like them at the +8 in this one. I think the Mystics will be able to keep this game close. Maybe not win outright. I mean, they're probably tanking for you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's going to be a great WNBA draft next year, but They probably don't want to win, but we've seen them take the Lynx to the brink a couple of times this season, my guys. So what I'm liking in this one, I like the Washington Mystics, the Mystiques in this one. That's what I'm liking in this one, my guy. I like the Mystics plus the 8 in this particular spot. They also are really good in the first half as well. So if you wanted to just go in the first half, I couldn't talk you off at knowing as well. But for me personally, I'm going with them in the full game in this particular spot. They are 2-0 against. They are 1-0 against the spread versus the Lynx this season, my guys. So it's not one of the better ones. Definitely was liking it a lot better when it was at the double digits, but I still think they can keep this game within 5 points. Wouldn't be surprised if they won outright, to be perfectly honest with you, man. But Mystics plus the 8, that's what I like in this one. Also lean their way in the first half as well, man. Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago in this one, man, because no one likes this play, and I'll be straight up with you. This is a play that I kind of had my eye on, like obviously ever since there was a huge break. You see what I'm saying? Ever since there was a huge break, I'm like, all right, what can I make some money with? Because I didn't really bet a lot of Olympic basketball. Took a few plays, but it wasn't really huge on that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking, I'm like, what do I like? What do I like for August 15th, the day that the WNBA comes back? And this is just one that I kind of felt just really spoke to me. You see what I'm saying? Now, the Mercury have been somewhat owned by the Sky. This is a different Sky team. You see what I'm saying? But the Sky have actually won 8 of their last 10 matchups versus the Phoenix Mercury as well. They've won their last 5 games in Chicago as well versus this team as well. But that team mainly had Kalia Copper over there for the Sky. Guess what? She's on the Mercury now. Now, everyone's fading the Mercury today because they have 3 players that was on Team USA, women's Olympic team. They had Brittany Griner, they had Deanna Taurasi. I mean, she's getting up there in age as well. And they had Kalia Copper. But Copper is a little bit younger. She does have revenge in this. So obviously, going back to her old stomping grounds, she knows that that Chicago used to always whip up on the Mercury, but now she's on the Mercury now. And I know that Rebecca Allen is out. I hate that for the Mercury, to be perfectly honest with you. If they had her in there, I'd be smashing this. But even without Rebecca Allen, I do feel like the Mercury might have enough in this particular game. And the Sky, a team that I think could possibly go on a slide here coming down the stretch. If they wanted to, they could probably catch the Sky and mess around and make the playoffs. The Dream are so iffy. But they did get Ryan Howard back. But regardless of that, the Sky, really important to know, they don't have Marina Mabry anymore. She got traded to the Sun. They won their last game before the Olympic break, and they knew that there was going to be Mabry's last game with the team. They went out there to Vegas and beat them outright. I think that the Sky are going to look not a lot different because, I mean, they still got ballers, still got Lindsay Allen, obviously still got Angel Reese, got Cardoso down low. They got Twin Towers down there. So Brittany Griner, like, hopefully she doesn't have too much of a hangover from that overseas trip. You see what I'm saying? It's like a 9-hour flight over there, man. But gonna need Brittany Griner in this one because obviously Reese and Cardoso, they can really change the game in the paint on defensively and on the boards, offense and defensively. But when it comes to the guard play, I feel like the Mercury will have enough to get this job done and overwhelm the Sky have the advantage down low and with the bigs, but the Mercury have the major advantage with the guards here. That's just my opinion, especially with them not having Mabry in this one. You see what I'm saying? So I think Natasha Cloud, Kalia Copper, I think they come to play in this particular game. Sophie Cunningham coming off the bench. They're all going to have to step up, especially without Rebecca Allen, with her not being in this game. I like the Mercury minus 2.5 in this spot. Nobody likes this play, guys. I'm telling you this right now. So if you want to be a little cautious on it, I can't talk you off. Everybody's on the Sky today. Everybody and their mom and their grandma and the dog going into the sports book, taking the Sky today. And I don't like it. I think the Mercury get the job done. I know they're pretty much probably not going to move up from the 6th place in the standings, but this is a team that I feel like is taking waves this year. They're starting to get a little bit better. They got Cloud, they got Kalia Copper, so they're building something for the future. And I think these are one of those type of games, even if it's coming off the Olympic break. I think they got to win these type of games versus like a middle tier team versus the Sky. If the Mercury want to be a force to be reckoned with or want to play like spoiler in the playoffs, you got to win these type of games, in my opinion. Now, I'll be honest, I'm really hoping and praying Mercury win this game. There is a spot to fade them tomorrow, but we need them to win this game game first. You see what I'm saying? We can't look ahead too far in ahead. They have to win this one. So Mercury win this one, it sets up for an even greater spot tomorrow. I think that's the worst spot for them. But today, I like the Mercury -2.5, or if you want to lay the money line, I'm not going to talk you off. I like the Mercury in this particular spot in this game. Give me Mercury -2.5. Like I said, if you want to lay the money line, I can't talk you off that as well because it is going down. Let me just see real quick. Money line is at -140. You can get it at like -138, -134. Depends on where you're playing. So if you think it's going to be a close game, just lay the money line with the Mercury. But if you want to take 2.5, I like both of them. I think the Mercury win this game by 5+ points. I'm going against the world on this one, but this is actually the spot that I had circled for this first game back. But that was before Rebecca Allen hurt her hamstring. But I don't care. I'm riding with my guns here. I got the orange on. I got the orange background. You see what I'm saying? Mercury money line or 2.5, whichever one. I think they get the job done in this one. If you like the Sky, I feel like the first half might be their top spot, but full game, I do think the Mercury come out of this game with a win, somewhat of a must-win type of spot for the Mercury. If they want to be a force to be reckoned with, if they want to be a respected team in this league, you got to win these type of games here. I think the Mercury will come to handle business today, my guys. Last game up for today. Let's go over here to the streets of LA in this one, man. I just saw the Olympics going to be in 2028 Olympics going to be in LA. They're going to have to clean the streets up. You feel what I'm saying? But Sparks getting 11.5 at the house versus the Liberty in this one. Liberty, I think they got bigger fish to fry, man. The Liberty are going to be like maybe not like the Celtics, but they're going to be like the Nuggets 2 years ago when they were coming down the stretch. You see what I'm saying? They got their eyes set on the championship, and I feel like some of these games just don't really mean as much. It's also a possible look ahead spot as well. So first off, you got Brianna Stewart, you got so Sabali. She doesn't really play a ton of minutes. She's like a backup center or power forward. She doesn't play a ton of minutes, but obviously Brianna Stewart plays some minutes. They had one more player as well that was on, I believe, like the Canadian team or French team or something like that. But they got 3 players that's coming back from Olympic. I don't know. I don't really know how to look at that, man, because like obviously you're playing for the Olympics, but you've some of the teams, if you didn't play in the championship game, you've had more time off. But this is a spot I don't want to lay the double digits with the Liberty. And also look at this as well. The Sparks are actually 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 versus the Liberty. They played them twice already this season. They lost both games. They covered both games as well. They lost one of them by the first one in New York by 13. They were getting 14.5. They lost the second one in New York as well. It's like 2 days apart. They only lost that one by 10 as well. You see what I'm saying? So they're actually 6-0 against the spread. The Liberty have beaten the Sparks 7 straight times. The Sparks have covered the spread 6 straight times. You see what I'm saying? And 7 of the last 8 and 8 of the last 10 as well. So for whatever reason, the Sparks just play these guys tough. Now I know that past 2022, it was a lot different Sparks team. They were a lot more competitive, but last year they weren't really that competitive. Still covered versus them 3 times last year. And then this year, the Sparks, you could argue that they've been even, not to say less competitive, but they hung with them both times, man. The Liberty got the Aces on deck. They got a championship revenge spot on deck versus the Aces. I just feel like this is a spot where I don't want to be laying 11.5 points with the Liberty in this one. We've seen them on the road not necessarily be that same covering machine as well. Like if the Liberty going to have some vulnerabilities, it's going to come on the road, in my opinion here. So land double digits, I expect them to win the game, but I don't see them just blowing the Sparks out in this one. Obviously, Sparks got Hamby. They got some little young players over there that's starting to play a lot better as the season has gone on. You see what I'm saying? So I am going to roll with the Sparks in this one. It's a little bit of an ugly play, but this is one I say I'm going to make a play on every single game today, and I'm going to see what happens. You feel what I'm saying? So Sparks plus 11.5 in this one, man. Even if you got to get 11, I do like the Sparkies spark up one time for the one time in this one. I love the Liberty team. I think they have a high ceiling this year, but they're going to take their foot off the gas in some of these games. And like I say, maybe Brianna Stewart, some players like that may not look so well today after playing heavy minutes for the Olympics, but Jonquil Jones, she should be really rested in my opinion. But I will go with the underdog home team in this one that's shown that they, for whatever reason, preseason, they can cover really well versus the New York Liberty. So Sparks plus 11.5 in this one, my guys. Any questions, man, before I get out of here? Finna have an NFL show coming up with my guy, 5-star in Vegas, man. So hadn't done an NFL show in a while, my guys, but definitely finna get it popping for preseason. We're gonna have our guy Chris Raybun on here. We're gonna have plenty of NFL content as well, and I have a little preseason pick as well for this weekend's games. I got some plays for week 1, all that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm liking today, my guys. So any questions for today? 3 plays for me. I'm trying to go 3-0 one time for the one time. Obviously, it's the WNBA. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's not like regular basketball, but these women do play hard and they play defense, and they're not out there flopping, they're not resting, none of that. So actually the WNBA has earned a lot of respect for me, to be honest with you. Just how hard they come to play every single day. You don't see them resting with a headache or a finger, oh, I broke my nail or some shit like that. They're coming to play every day and playing hard too, man. So 3 picks for me. I'm trying to go 3-0 one time for the one time. You feel what I'm saying? First game, Mystics plus 8.5, +8. The Phoenix Mercury -2.5 or money line -140, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. And then I'm taking the LA Sparks as well, plus 11.5, my guys, versus the New York Liberty. Trying to go 3-0 one time for the one time, and let's just hope that everything sets up right. Because if they do, then got some reactionary plays tomorrow and the next day after that, my guys. So let's go 3-0 one time for the one time. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. The NFL show is coming up here in about 40 minutes, my guys, with my guy 5-star picks in Vegas. About to get ready for that one. Trying to get some cash in the WNBA. If y'all like the show, hit the like button. Send me all the positive vibes. Put your good luck shirts on. All that. Trying to go 3-0 one time for the one time, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out. I'm trying to keep going. Try to keep these WNBA shows going, my guys. Let's against the bookies. Let's get some cash. We will fucking win. Let's go, baby. Come on, my guys. Let's go.